This is a public service announcement if you buy or sell parts. What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing out there in Racing Nation? I'm gonna make a quick video tonight, not really doing anything with the car. I'm gonna show you something pretty cool that I did do, but this is more to talk to people about one of my biggest pet peeves out there. Everybody who builds a car has to buy parts. And if you build a car from a bare shell, you're buying a lot of parts. Goes without saying. It's just the nature of the beast. You have to. So whether you buy them brand new from a company, eBay, Craigslist, forums, social media, wherever you buy them, there are certain definitions of parts here. And what I'm getting at is, after this guy I had to deal with the other day, I went to go look at a part that was brand new in the box. I try to buy 95% of my parts new. You never know what you're getting used. I'd rather spend the extra couple dollars, get a warranty. It should 99% of the time it does work. I don't like buying used parts. There's some things I'll buy used, stuff that non-moving. You know, it doesn't have any mechanics to it. Like a fuel rail. I mean, I'll buy a fuel rail used. It doesn't do anything. But mostly everything else I buy brand new. So this is where it goes. I went to this guy's house because he had a brand new part that I wanted to buy. And I get there, and it looks like this thing went through fucking Hurricane Sandy. It is beat to shit. It's covered in shit. You can tell it's been mounted to the car. You might as well just beat this thing against the wall, slapped it in the car, and drove it for 100,000 miles. And I looked at the guy, pissed off, because now I drove there. I wasted my time for nothing. For nothing. So I was pissed off, and I screamed at the guy and left, just because I can't stand dealing with people that are this fucking stupid. Either he's stupid or he's an asshole. So we're gonna go over the definition of parts so you don't make the same fucking mistake. So you can see I got some boxes here. This is brand new in the box. I haven't even cut the tape on it. There's nothing really important in here. It's a couple parts from my wife's car that I gotta do this weekend. But that is brand new in the box. Brand new in the box. I mean, I open up all my shit to make sure I got the right stuff, but it's not even out of the plastic. This is brand new in the box, and I can go on. Brand new in the box. Just open it up to make sure I got the right thing. That's something you gotta open your boxes. You gotta open the boxes. Make sure the right part came in the mail. Make sure it's the right color that you wanted. Most people don't give a shit about color, but like me, I wouldn't have ordered a silver wastegate. I wanted a black because everything else is black on the car. So I just open it up, look at it, sweet. Slam it back together, throw it on the fucking shelf till I need it. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky for some people, apparently. If you have an IQ above 60, it shouldn't be an issue. But obviously it is, or I just wouldn't be doing this. I bought this turbo brand new. Brand fucking new. This turbo came straight from Bullseye Racing, Bullseye Power, or whatever the fuck their company name is. I got it here. You guys saw the video. Me unboxing this goddamn thing the minute freaking FedEx dropped it off. Guess what? It's bolted to the car. I've had a fitting in it. There's a fitting in the bottom of it. I've spun this thing. It's gotten dirt. The back housing is starting to rust. This is a new part. It has never been ran. There's never been an exhaust through it. There's never been oil through it. Guess what? This is not brand new anymore. Alright? You're following me, right? This is not brand new anymore. It's been bolted to a car. You could call it used, you can call it whatever, but you can't call it brand new. Same goes with other things. Almost everything you see on my car here is new. This intake manifold is used. I bought this used. It's already been powder coated. It's already been ran on a car. It's been bolted to a car. It's had air through it, I guess you can say. But this guy started off trying to sell this for almost a new price. By the time I paid shipping on it, I was over the price of a new one. I don't know, $650 for an aluminum one, $700, $750 for a powder coated black one. I don't exactly remember the prices, but he was within like $30 of a new price. And I said to the guy, I said, you gotta do better. This is used. It's scratched. It's been powder coated. You can see one of the bolts was missing. Some of the hardware was missing. I had to get new hardware. A couple of things were stripped. No big deal. I got no problem dealing with that, but I'm not going to give you $650 for it. I ended up getting this for $500. No throttle body. Just came with the fuel rails, and that was it. Used part. Bought a used part. Knew it was a used part. Guy tried to sell it new. Blah, blah, blah. It is now a used part. It has been a used part. This throttle body I bought brand new. It's bolted to the car. It's been cycled. It is now used part. Now everybody's gonna be like, oh well, it's not used because you technically didn't use it. Motor's technically never ran. Throttle cable was on there. I worked it. I had sensors in it. I've worked it from the gas pedal. That is a used part now. Whether the motor's ran or not, that is a used part. So I'm sure people are gonna bash me in the comments. No, it's not used. Yes, it's used. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. You know, the definition of used is part that has been used, something that has been used, or secondhand. If you buy it from a manufacturer, you bolt it to your car, and then you sell it to someone else, it is now used. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. Hey. So, hey, hate me, love me, bash me. At the end of the day, I don't care. But just don't get mad when someone online tells you this is a used part. Enough of that. On to the next. I have been working on the car little by little. I've been very busy. I had to go to my place up in New Hampshire and start getting that situated. A couple of things, the holidays and everything else. And, yeah, whatever. You guys don't give a shit. But I have done a little bit of work to the car. I am going to show you a couple of things. We're not doing much work tonight. I'm going to jack it up. I got to find somewhere to freaking mount these goddamn driver side ignition coils. I got a couple options from my friends on Instagram. We're going to try it in a couple different spots and see where I like it. Problem is, I don't want to see them. I know they should be seen. They should be out in the open because it's a race car. Yeah, we won't go there. But we're going to try to figure out where to mount those. So, in the meantime, I have started my downpipe. I've cut the hole in the fender. Holy shit, that was nerve-wracking, considering I didn't have a 4 1/4 inch hole saw or whatever size hole needed to be. So I used my couple of my sweet tools to do it. It came out fine. It came out beautiful. I got the dashboard back in the car. I built my center console. I know that sounds a little odd, right? But I'm going to show you what happened. I don't have the carpet in the car. I got to weld a couple things to the floorboard underneath, so I don't want to put the carpet back in until that's done. We're getting there. Slowly but fucking surely. We are getting there. I don't remember if I showed you guys a video of everything that's going on recently. I don't think you might be in for a treat. I can't remember if I made a video of this. So, you know, we'll just go over it again. Right. So there, you can see, got the armrest delete, Scott Rod e-brake delete, Scott Rod dual cup holders, Scott Rod heater control delete. Now I moved my heat from the bottom to the, yeah, sure. I moved my heat from up there to down there because you can see the shifter cable. I didn't take an account for that, and that dives down through the tunnel, and it wasn't deep enough for the radio. So I still got it. This isn't 100%, but I will have a radio. It's beautiful. Like I said, shifter cable is all hooked up. So this is all in. I got the buttons, the map changing, page changing buttons. I have been hooking up to my gold box. Oh, yeah, the dashboard's all in. Would you look at that, huh? Hold on. So, what? I don't know if I showed you guys this. I mean, it's it is a huge step for me because this car's never done anything like this since I've owned it. It's not 100% there, but like I said, we're getting close. So I did manage to do everything with the key. Because I'm still going to street drive it. So everything's on now. So not everything's hooked up here. I only got a couple of things hooked up on this, but you can see how awesome this arc relay panel is. You know, that was the ECU turning on. But yeah, I mean, it's just a really cool panel. So the one thing I want to show you guys that I don't think I have. If you follow me on Instagram, and you have seen this. You ready? You ready? Fucking awesome is that? It fucking cranks. I mean, it doesn't start, but that thing sounds fucking damn good for cranking, right? So yeah, it does crank. I did get almost everything wired. I got the starter wired. It is on that arc panel, but let me show you what's really cool about this arc panel. So this is, any car I build, I'll have one of these. So, this focuses. You got the on and the off, right? So it's on. It's on. It's on. It's on, on. Off, off, off. What's really cool is you could flip the dip switches on the side here, and you can do start from the panel. So, I mean, you can't, there's really no off. It's just a momentary. How awesome is that? So, it works out really well. I love that panel. I'm not going to have it full. Oh, hello. What? So, I'm not going to have that panel full, but as everything's on a lot of switches, like everything, I got my headlight switch working, my hazard switch working. Shit. Oh, that's turning on. Now I'm making a fool out of myself. I don't know what's going on here. So, I was going to show you the heat working, because I thought it did work. When I put the center console back in the other day, I didn't hook up the switches knowing that the center console was coming back out. But the heat does work. Everything does work. It's nice. The wipers work. It doesn't work in momentary, but I think it's the switch. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So it's going to be start up there. It's going to be my ECU up there. Not my fuel pump, not my fan. Those are going to all be controlled by the ECU. I'm going to have my parachute release handle solenoid on there. So I have seen a couple people drop their chutes in the staging lanes before. Guess what? I ain't doing that. So I will have it on a switch so I can turn the solenoid off. You know, before I do my burnout, I can turn it on. I will also have my line lock up here. I did have it down on the shifter, but after sitting in the car playing with this shifter, I was afraid that on a gear change, however I'm going to do this, because I won't have my hand on it, I'll have my hand on the steering wheel, but, you know, if I'm going for a gear change, this, it's probably going to be like this, because you just got to click that. I was kind of afraid that I would hit the button. So I took it off, and you know, that is that. I took it off, and I'm going to put it up on the arc panel because, I mean, I can roll in through the water box, hit the button, tap the freaking brake, tear the tires off the car, smack the button off again. I'll put it up there. We're going to see how it works because my steering wheel is going to be too full. I'm going to have trans brake, I'm going to have bump box, and I'm going to have parachute release all on the steering wheel. So I didn't want to add a force switch to the steering wheel for something that's not, has to do under, you know, fucking waiting for the treat or doing 160 miles an hour trying to release my chute and this and that. So we're going to put that up there. We are also going to put all my, I don't want to call it interior lighting. I have a bunch of clear LEDs. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7 or 8 of them And what it's going to be doing is going to be 2 in the engine bay, there's going to be 2 under the dash, there's going to be a couple in the trunk, some overhead, and what that's going to do is it's going to allow me to work on my car at night quickly. So let's say something happens right before I go to stage the car. Rip the hood off the thing, I could flip that switch on, and whoever's with me has lights under the hood to see what's going on. They don't need to carry a flashlight with them. They don't, you know, there's light. It's not going to be the best light, but there's something in case something happens under the hood of the car. That's my thinking on that. So that'll be on a switch. I'm trying to think of what else will be on a switch. I don't have that much. I was all about controlling shit with switches, but I figured I'd let the ECU do its job with how great ECUs are now. I don't know. The radio is going to be on the key. I really like having the key because the key now turns on the panels. Doesn't start the car, doesn't do anything, but it does help me prevent a little bit of theft just because I will be driving this car on the street. Hold on. Get the ball. Get the ball. Good girl. So this way you will still need a key to start the car. And the cutoff switch does shut it down. Make sure it shuts down the motor once I get it running. But yeah. Oh, I forgot to show you the really cool thing. I mean, besides spinning the motor over, because that's pretty fucking cool, right? All right? Cool as that. I mean, it is not, it's going to be like there. Actually, it'll be a little turned back a little. But how cool is that? It's just, the pipe's just chilling in there. But how cool is fender dump on a street car? I know people are going, oh, you're gonna get fucking pulled over, you're gonna get this. Oh yeah, what the fuck? Where's my jam? There it is. People are like, oh, you're gonna get pulled over, fender exhaust on the street. Fuck yeah, fender exhaust on the street. It's a turbo car. Turbo's like a muffler. As long as I keep my goddamn fucking heavy ass foot out of it, you know, and I don't have a cop pull up right next to the fender, it won't be too bad. I was a little worried about the fumes. At a stoplight, they might get a little this, but driving, it should be fine. Everybody said I should have went across the bay and up the passenger side, but you know what? I didn't want a hot 4-inch downpipe running through my whole engine bay. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at RACESTATUS. Make sure you smash that like button down there. Over here, over there. Comment. Bash me on my used parts definitions. Do whatever it is. But let me know how everything's going, how you think it should go. Everything's going great with me. Hope everything's going awesome with you. Everybody have a great night.